The last part of evolution, chapter evolution, which is summary. Most of the time we will just ignore it, but we can find some important points from this summary part. Let's go through that quickly. The origin of life on Earth can be understood only against the background of origin of universe, especially Earth. Of course, we cannot study the origin of life on Earth without studying the understanding the origin of universe, and of course the origin of Earth along with that. Most scientists believe chemical evolution, which we discuss how these, complex organic molecules form from the simple atoms, right? Combining atoms, then forming simple organic molecules, and complex organic molecules, which is called chemical evolution. Formation of biomolecules, that is, formation of biomolecules preceded the appearance of the first cellular forms of life. So that complex organic molecules form first, and then that leads the formation of the first cellular forms of life. The subsequent events as to what happened to the first form of life is a conjectured story based on Darwinian ideas of organic evolution by natural selection. So after the formation of the first cell, uh, and how they evolved into the more complex life forms is based on, which has been explained by the Darwin's ideas of organic evolution by natural selection. We discussed all these things in detail. Diversity of life forms on Earth has been changing over millions of years. Of course, it's been, evolution is happening, and more complex organisms developed, or the diversity is also being changed. It is generally believed that variations in a population result in variable fitness. Of course, variants will be there. Certain variants will have better reproductive capacity, so that leads to variable fitness. Other phenomena like habitat fragmentation and genetic drift may accentuate these variations, leading to appearance of new species and hence evolution. So habitat fragmentation, right? A common habitat fragmented, so same species reproductively isolated leads to the formation of new species because there is no interbreeding between. So this accentuated this evolutionary process. In fact, this genetic drift also, right? So the habitat fragmentation and genetic drift may accentuate these variations, leading to appearance of new species and hence evolution. Homology is accounted for by the idea of branching descent. Of course, branching descent means what? Okay, new organism evolved from a common ancestor. So homology means, you know, same structure but different function, right? Um, so that has been explained by what? Homology is accounted, or it's been explained by the idea of branching descent. Because suppose, all the organisms are being evolved from a common ancestor, then of course their structures will show some kind of similarity. Okay, so homology can be explained or by can understood by this idea of branching descent. Study of comparative anatomy, fossils, and comparative biochemistry provides evidence for evolution. Among the stories of evolution of individual species, the story of evolution of modern man is most interesting and appears to parallel evolution of human brain and language. See, one of the most important advantage of humans is like their ability to communicate that evolved because of the development of language, and it is a parallel evolution of human brain and language. That means, it's like, as the brain capacity, the brain evolve in a better way, and that improve their capacity to communicate each other, or the development of languages. So a better brain helped in the development of language. So it's a kind of what? Parallel evolution. So brain evolving in a better way, and the communication skills or the language also evolve in such a way. So it's a parallel evolution. This is an important point to remember. So this is all about the summary of this chapter.